April 22nd, that is today, is World Earth Day. April 22nd, that is today, World Earth Day. There is a day to celebrate the Mother Earth, the pristine purity of Mother Earth. So April 22nd is the Earth Day, and our Prime Minister Modi also have given his notice acknowledgement of Earth Day. North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is going to Russia to revive old ties with Russia and also to meet with Vladimir Putin, the Russian president. North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is going to Russia to meet the Russian president and also to revive old ties with Russia. And Russia already eased international sanctions and also Russian sanctions on North Korea. Liberalized the sanctions means reduced the sanctions on North Korea. Next important news. Amartya Sen is going to chair the inequality studies in London School of Economics. Amartya Sen is going to chair, means become the head for inequality studies in London School of Economics. And here comes Amartya Sen, the Nobel laureate for his Amartya Sen is a Nobel laureate for his welfare economics. Amartya Sen believed that if you take care of health, education and basic needs of the people, the country will grow. Amartya Sen believes in capability approach, increase the capability of the people. So Amartya Sen is going to chair the inequality studies in London School of Economics. Very important. The thing which should be strongly condemned is terror attacks in Sri Lanka. Till now more than 200 people died. Tawheed Jamaat might be responsible. It's a terrorist group. Tawheed Jamaat. It might be responsible. And already there is an intelligence report, it seems, 10 days before, that there might be possibility of attacks. But Sri Lanka have not as anticipated this much of large scale attacks. Sri Lanka have not anticipated, and killing innocents who are not at all connected with any issue really is bad. It seems that 4 to 5 Indians also died. Around 4 Indians as on now also died, and particularly churches were attacked on Easter Day. Yesterday is a Easter Day. You know, we celebrate every year Easter. Easter will be celebrated on Sunday. Good Friday comes on Friday, it's a mourning day. Good Friday is a mourning day. According to Bible, Good Friday is a day of death of Jesus Christ, and Easter is a day of revival of Jesus Christ. And there is no death for the God. According to Bible, Jesus Christ again taken birth. Jesus Christ have not died actually in the literal sense. His soul have not died. So to celebrate his rebirth, we will celebrate Easter. And on the Easter day, people, all Christians who believe in Christianity, go to church. But unfortunately, churches were targeted in the Colombo, in the various places in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, there are 22 million population, 2 crores 20 lakhs. Population of Sri Lanka is 2 crores 20 lakhs. In that, 70% are Buddhists. The majority of the Sri Lankan population are Buddhists. 70% in Sri Lanka are Buddhists. 12.6% are Hindus. 70% are Buddhists. 12.6% are Hindus, 9.7% are Muslims, 7.6% are Christians, 9.7% are Muslims, 7.6% are Christians. Now, Tawheed Jamaat, Sri Lanka Tawheed Jamaat, or Sri Lankan Tawheed Jamaat is a terrorist group, and there was a suspicion that some of these group activities started from, they have taken their refuge in Tamil Nadu also. There is no concrete evidence. So, this group wanted to impose orthodox Islamic law in the Muslim majority regions in the Sri Lanka. Not only that, burqa for women and Muslim Shariat law, they wanted to impose all these things to revive their culture and to show that they are stubborn and strong. They might have done it. Nobody knows whether Tawheed Jamaat, Thawadhed, Tawheed Jamaat, that Sri Lankan Tawheed Jamaat is responsible or not, because till now it have not given any statement that I am responsible, but there is a suspicion. And suicide bombers. The suicide bomb basic ideology belongs to LTT, and then in Sri Lanka after this. So in 2009 we all thought Sri Lanka is going to see a light and peace, but unfortunately again this was reiterated in Sri Lanka. Coming back, if any volcano erupts, you should know about the volcano and location of volcano. In international relations in IR, with respect to IR current affairs, if any volcano erupts, you should know about the volcano. Mount Agung, A-G-U-N-G, Mount Agung volcano erupts. Mount Agung is in Indonesia. Located in Bali. You all know recently there was a tsunami, and you should know the location of that, and Mount Agung also. So this is important. Today's newspaper you have seen in page number 7. Today's newspaper, page number 7, there is a mention about 3 birds. Whenever Hindu paper or any newspaper writes about birds or animals, flora or fauna, very important for the exam. It's very important for the exam. First is Horsefield Branch Cuckoo. Second is Javan Pond Heron. Third is Japanese flycatcher. You have to do research on these 3 birds. These 3 birds are migratory birds. One is Horsefield Branch Cuckoo, Horsfield, Horsefield, Bronze, branch, Cuckoo, Horsefield Branch Cuckoo. This is very, very important, and this is from Australia and New Guinea. Horsefield Branch Cuckoo comes from Australia and New Guinea. And second is Javan Pond Heron, Javan, Javan Pond Heron, Heron, comes from Thailand. Javan Pond Heron comes from Thailand. And Japanese flycatcher comes from East Asia. And also Japan. Japanese flycatcher. So you should know the names of migratory birds and where from they have come. This is very, very important for exam. And the news which I always regret to tell, I always feel bad when we are discussing in the class. This is about sexual harassment. That too with the institutions of high echelons. Even the allegation might be good or might be right or wrong, itself is unwelcomed. Itself we should not read such things, and I feel that it's not right. In a way, good or bad. Means I am not talking about allegation. The news itself is something feeling, it gives us a negative feeling on everything. So there is a sexual allegation on the Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi. Here I wish to tell you, on the face of it, nobody knows here whether he has really committed that or not, but I wish to tell you two important things. First thing is, no one shall be a judge in his own cause. When his own case is involved, you should not be a judge in that. This is against basic principle of law. When your case is involved, how can you be a judge in that? Second principle of law is, the guilt of the accused should be proved beyond reasonable doubt. The guilt of the accused should be proved beyond reasonable doubt. That means, if you are alleging something, his guilt should be proved beyond doubt. Otherwise, he will be presumed innocent. He will be presumed innocent. So, these two things. Here, on the face of it, one woman with an affidavit who worked under him alleged that the Honorable Chief Justice of India have committed sexual harassment on her. But whether he has committed or not, there should be internal committee. In Supreme Court, there is internal committee consisting of their own members. So, this might be against principles of natural justice. Again, the woman is asking that the inquiry should be conducted by the retired judges, not the sitting judges. The reason is, sitting judges might be unduly influenced by the position of Chief Justice of India. Sitting judges might be unduly influenced by the position of Chief Justice of India. From last 3-4 years, there is a movement called, there is a tendency that women are coming out and speaking about sexual harassment. Earlier, there is no such case. Recently, last year, we have a movement called Me Too movement. Even in that Me Too movement, women have come made some allegations, but they have alleged something which has happened 10 years back, 15 years back, without any concrete evidence. And rule of law is a fundamental doctrine in India. Rule of law, that is, be you ever so high, the law is above you. Just because you are the Prime Minister, just because you are the Chief Justice of India, you are not exonerated from your liability if you have really committed wrong. But at the same time, we should presume innocence of the person till the guilt is proved. At the same time, the woman should be given a fair opportunity and she will be treated with equality, and no one shall be a judge in his own cause. No one shall be a judge in his own cause. This is the thing. Recently, you all know, Mueller report was released. Mueller report was released with respect to Russian involvement in American presidential elections. Mueller said we don't have any evidence with respect to the allegation, but he has not even denied that there is no involvement. He has not even denied that there is no involvement. Coming to next important thing, there is a very important article on Forest Rights Act. Very important article on Forest Rights Act. Every one of us should know this. The article speaks about various things. The Forest Rights Act 1927 is going to be amended. The draft proposals are very harsh than the original law. Act 1927, a draft amendment was made and the proposals are very harsh even than the original law. What are the proposals here? First thing is, the government can go for preventive arrest. Before the crime is being committed by the people, before the violation is being committed, even before the crime there will be preventive arrest. First thing. Second thing, certain offences are non-bailable. Certain offences under the draft proposal are non-bailable. Third thing, they can arrest without warrant in certain offences. They can arrest without warrant. And the fourth thing is, above all, the forest officers can use arms like guns, like other equipment for certain offences, for certain violations, for certain offences and violations. And not only that, the term forest also includes not only the state government controlled forest, but also flora, but also some flora. So all these things seriously undermines the rights of Adivasis. Apart from that, section 26 also allow the forest department officers to right to pasture and minor forest produce by the Adivasi communities, and according to other section, the government can take away the rights of Adivasis if they feel that their rights are inconsistent with the conservation of forest. Their rights are inconsistent with the conservation of forest. We have Scheduled Tribes and other Traditional Forest Dwellers Act. So all these things creates lot of havoc with respect to new proposals, and the forest right activists, particularly the activists who support Scheduled Tribes, they are not well interested with this. They are not happy with the new draft proposal of the amendment to the forest rights. Okay.